Hey, I'm Bruce Webb, and this is for the British Baseball Podcast. So, a little bit about me. I've been playing baseball for 15 years, so half of my life to be exact. I started playing baseball in South Africa, probably 15 years ago from today's today's date. So towards sort of mid high school, towards the end of high school. I'd never played baseball before that point. I got into the game because I went to go and sleep over at a friend's house, and he had baseball practice on the Sunday. I went with, and I kept on going back ever since that point. So it was just something that piqued my interest right from the beginning. I played a lot of cricket and was quite a keen cricketer before that, and there was obviously quite a bit of transferable skills in there, but not as much as you'd think coming from cricket. So it was always a journey of discovery for me. Just getting better. Funnily enough, the older I got, the better at baseball I got. So I was never one of those with just immense raw talent right from the beginning. I've had to work very hard and play in some pretty serious leagues in South Africa to I guess test myself and to get better at this game that we all share and love. Baseball in South Africa, just for everyone's benefit, is very good. The level of baseball in South Africa. So, as part of the youth programs, as an example, I played for the Randburg Mets, which is probably one of the best teams in South Africa, or certainly was a couple of years ago. And the club has bred some a raft of international players that have played for South Africa, including Gifting Gope, who played for the Pittsburgh Pirates, the first ever African-born player to play in the majors, and that was only a few years ago. Myself and Gift, we played on the same team for the Randburg Mets. We went to high school together, so it's quite cool to have that little bit of a claim to fame there. Myself and Gift are still friends today, so we talk not as often as we probably should, but we do stay in touch. All right, so that's a little bit about me. So, in terms of the podcast, a couple of questions. So, what does British baseball mean to me? Well, I love this game. The same as all of you. I wake up on a Sunday and want to go and play baseball. That's just what I want to do. It's my release. It's my escape. But I love the competition involved in baseball. So British baseball for me has been a journey. I started playing baseball in the UK literally the weekend that we arrived. So 2016, we arrived the last week of June, I think. I think we arrived on a Saturday morning, we flew in. I was playing baseball for Bracknell on Sunday. So less than 24 hours after I was in the country, I was in a game. I pitched, caught, played shortstop, all kinds of things in that game. But it was just a brilliant entry for me. After taking a little bit of a break from baseball in South Africa a couple of years before that. Now, why am I grateful to the game is the next question. Well, I'm grateful to the game because it's taught me a lot. It's taught me a lot of life skills. It's taught me to be responsible. When you're on the baseball field, it's not about an individual. It's about the team, but you have a responsibility to your team to do the best you can do for them. Now, that goes in different in different turns and roundabouts. So there isn't going to ever be a situation where you'll play baseball where one player will carry the team, and this is why I'm so grateful to the game, because everybody must contribute. I'm also grateful, and probably I'm more grateful, the most grateful to the game for the relationships and friends that I've made out of it. So to all of you watching, I probably know a lot of people watching or listening to the podcast that I've met simply by moving to a new country, and just picking up the game that we all know and love, and those relationships that I've built, I intend to carry forward for the rest of my life. So I'm grateful to all of you for just making those relationships with me, and just keeping my interest in the game just absolutely at 100%. Now, why do I love the sport so much? Well, there's a couple of different reasons why I love the sport so much. The first and foremost reason is because it pushes you as an individual. Okay, so when you play baseball, you always have an opportunity every single time you go out there to be 1% better than you were the last time you went out there. And that's something as a player that you need to consider, because, as I mentioned earlier, no single baseball player is going to win a baseball game. Okay, so you can have the best pitcher in the world. That person needs to also score all the runs for the team, which is not going to happen. Okay, so it needs to be a team effort, and the relationships and the camaraderie that you build as a part of being a part of a team like that, where you know each other's strengths and weaknesses, allows you to succeed. And that's why I love the game. Every single time you go out there, it will be different. There will be different situations. There will be an opportunity, always, for you to push yourself to be better, to be 1% better than what you were the last time you played the game. And baseball, for me, is probably one of the most rewarding sports in that respect. The more effort you put in to make yourself a better player and a better teammate, the more rewarding it will be for you as an individual down the line. Okay, so whether that be an improvement in your skills, whether that be, an improvement in your social circles, as I've mentioned before, these are all valuable things that, this beautiful game that we all love will give to you. So look, I've really enjoyed just chatting a little bit about myself and, my thoughts around the game. Matt, thanks very much for the opportunity, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.